All right, guys, so let's get our large brush. And like we mentioned, in the middle of your table to share, you have two shades of blue. We'll be starting off with the darker blue as well as black. All right, so take a look at your image. I'm going to get started with you soon. You do, don't you? Here, Alana. Alana here. No, we don't have outcasts here. It's all good. All right, so we're getting ready to get started. Get your large brush, your blue paint, and the black. And as usual, we have questions to lighten the mood and get to know everybody better. And Mr. Etienne is responsible for that tonight. So if you get a targeted question, he probably did target you, Abigail, Alvin? You know he does, you guys are. All right, so everybody should have their large brushes. So if you look there, we already sectioned off the different color schemes for you. So it should help make things even more simpler. You want to go there? Okay, go ahead. Alrighty, so we're going to start things off by mixing together some black and some blue. I want you to take your large brush, dip it into the dark blue paint, and we're going to fill down here, this area here, with the dark blue. Fill it with the dark blue. We're going to add the black afterwards. Fill it with the dark blue for now. You have a wonderful tree growing up from there. So if it is that you're hesitating to have to draw it back yourself after, you can try to avoid it. You can try to avoid it, but I know our amazing artists in studio tonight can help you recreate that tree. Right, Miss Alexander? Yeah, Miss Alexander. So let's just put it in in blue for now. Let's get the blue in there. Dark blue. And we're going to add some black very soon to this. We're going to be adding some black to this very soon to make it darker. And if you want, you can outline the tree so you don't get any paint on it. That's right, Donna, the tree isn't that hard at all. So I look forward to your tree afterwards. So for persons painting at home, if you don't have a lighter blue, you can use whichever shade of blue you have for this first step, and we'll just keep adding white to it to create lighter versions, all right? So you don't need to have the exact shade of dark blue I have. You can use whatever you have and paint along with us, and when we get to the lighter parts, we'll just keep adding white so you actually would have a lighter version on your end as well. So this is what the bottom area should be looking like so far. Once you've done that, you're going to have to start incorporating black in there. So what you're going to do with the black is this, and I would like for you guys to take a look quickly. So with my brush, I've tapped into a little bit of black, and while my blue is still wet, and if your blue isn't wet, you have an idea of what to do. Add a wet streak of blue so that it blends together better. Now I'm going to take this brush with black on it, and I'm going to pass it on the blue, and immediately after go over with some more blue on my brush to blend it all in. So what we want to create is a dark blue, same brush, yeah? We want to create a dark blue down there using black. We're creating a darker version of the blue using black. Keep your strokes curved. Maintain curved strokes, because it's giving a spiraling effect, this background. So you're doing black, strokes of black, and immediately you're going over with blue so that it can all blend together and create this darker version of blue like we're seeing in our image. Don't be worried if you're seeing too much black. If you look at the image, it really is a lot of black happening there. So we want to see that darkness in that lower area. And as we move up, we're going to use less black, okay? So let's get black down at the bottom area for now. Don't skimp on the black for this part. You don't have to skimp on the black for this part. And you can try to avoid your tree by outlining it. Outline your tree so you know where not to pass, okay? Etienne has some questions, so he's going to be utilizing those in just a bit. Etienne, who's going to be our first person you're going to give that paper to? Donna?
I can't decide between
Or Abigail? Yeah. The two of them, yeah, I'm thinking. Or maybe we should do one of the new persons. Ah, I'm sure they would want to hear from the new persons first. Lover's like, I don't have any questions. We have the questions, Lover. You'll be fine. All right, so we're blending blue with black. We're trying to avoid our tree. Oh, yeah? So Asha is a professional here? Okay. All right, but guys, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just some background work we're doing here. When we start adding in those small lines that you're seeing, those shorter lines, it's going to give our arms a little work. So save your energy for then. So you see how dark mine is? You don't have to skimp on the black. We want it to be dark. We want to see that effect because as we move upward, we're going to be using less black. So as soon as you're done with the darker area below, go ahead and wash out your brush as clean as possible because the next step does not require any black. Wash out your brush as clean as possible once you're done with the black. Alrighty. So I'm going to be washing out my brush now for the next step. Getting through? What happened? Kyla teleported. Wash out your brushes as clean as possible once you are done with the black area. The next step is with just the dark blue and no black. So again, this next area up top is only dark blue, no black, please. No black up there. Just the dark blue paint is what we're going to be using next. And so you have your beautiful darker area layer below, and then we're moving up in levels. We're going to be going with just dark blue now and no black. Wash out those brushes and we should be good to go. So to everyone who is joining in, welcome, welcome. You are looking at the Nishan Jeremiah Arts live painting session. We do it every single Thursday night at our studio here in the Food Fair Complex. And we have a group of adults that paint in studio, and we even have persons who are painting along with us from the comfort of their home. And so if it is that you can't be in studio with us physically, you can get one of our downloadable canvas sheets, And you can actually download the design for the night, and you can paint along with us from home if you have paints and brushes. So I hope that you'll be painting along with us next time. And if you are tonight, we're moving on to the next step, which is just dark blue for this area here. Just dark blue and no black, okay? So next step, dark blue with no black. All right, guys in studio, so I am moving on to the next layer, which is just the dark blue. I'm not using any black, just dark blue. And I'm going all the way up to the upper line. And again, you can try to avoid those trees, the little branches we have jutting out here or there. You can try to evade them. If not, I'm sure we'll recreate some beautiful exotic branches afterwards. All right, so we are adding in dark blue now, no black. All right, so welcome everybody. Etienne has our first question. Our first question goes to Etienne. Where is our Donna? I think she said gets our first question. Donna, don't worry, he does not pre-select it. Okay, it's literally random.
But I read
literally.
it before. I read it. I just read it, but I did not choose the question.
Okay, Donna, let's hear your question.
Hell no, I'm not singing.
What?
Really?
Donna, what question Donna got there?
Miss Donna doesn't want to sing for us tonight.
Whoa, she had to sing?
Yeah, I was so happy, and then she shut me down.
Oh my goodness. Donna told you she has a good singing voice?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Etienne, at least you read something, you're like, that in for Donna.
All right.
You turn it away, but no, he's like, I'm all in. Give Donna another question, please.
She has another question.
So,
Oh, okay, go ahead, Donna.
so my question is, what is one of the things that surprised you about being an adult that you never knew growing up as a child?
What's something that surprised you about being an adult that you never knew growing up as a child? Tell us, Donna. What surprised you?
Having a child and responsibilities.
You were surprised when you had the child?
Yeah, man.
After carrying her for 9 months, you still didn't expect her to pop
Because I
out?
almost died. Because I almost died in childbirth. So it
What?
it was an experience that I don't think I want to go through again. But being an adult, having a daughter, having somebody to grow up, to, let her know what love is and stuff like that. Yeah, it's amazing.
So don't you think, isn't it like a lot of responsibility? Some people say it's just too much responsibility to know there's a little human being dependent 100% on me. Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed in that way?
Sometimes, but then I give thanks and praise that she's here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. What's one of the most special moments you shared with her?
Painting.
That's right. I mean, we've shared that moment with her too. So I know she loves painting. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Tell us, guys, online. You can tell us online as well. What are some of your favorite moments shared with your child? Let's interact. Let's chat together. So as you hear Donna, her bonding time is spent painting. And we would love to hear from you guys also. Don't shy away from commenting on the live and telling us about your experience with adulting. I know for a lot of persons, paying the bills was one of the biggest shock. The biggest shock. They're like, I wasn't ready for this, Grenlek.
Still not ready. No,
Even the cost of groceries, you're like, when you're growing up, you just open the fridge, you eat, and pick up off the shelf, and you say, pay for this, please, mommy. No. You're looking at it and you're trying to round it off to the nearest cent. All right, this one is 80 cents. I'll go with the other one. That's, 06. I'm telling you, adulting is definitely different to what a lot of us imagined it being.
Right? It's like, out of nowhere.
every few weeks you have to pay bills. That's a torture.
No
No breaks.
No
There's
money
no
for yourself.
breaks.
It's like a cycle every month. The bills are cute.
Alvin, what is the biggest surprise that you had? The biggest surprise.
The biggest surprise?
Mm-hmm.
The bills. No, seriously. The bills.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The recurrent, the mandatory ones?
I didn't realize. I mean, yes, having you're growing up, you don't have to pay no bills. You're just going to school.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, and perhaps you start to work. That's okay. You're lying, you're having fun.
Yeah.
But then when the bills start to come,
Responsibilities step in.
responsibility step in and bills start to come. You know what happens then? You have to cut down on all the entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
The bills 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, that's hard. That is hard.
And well, you have a son. What was, one of the biggest, maybe one of the most special moments you've shared with him?
We had a lot of moments, but one of them is recently, a couple of months ago, when we painted.
Oh my gosh, you're making me blush.
No.
Well, that's so good.
We really, we close,
Yeah.
and I try to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But the painting, after all, he started to get big, he's thinking,
Yeah.
so you kind of pull away. But know that, we kind of think.
You have an activity you can actually do as adults. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
So that was really cool, doing that.
Pleasure to be at your service, ma'am. Well, that's awesome to hear. Responsibilities are always
It's
there.
no longer responsibilities, it's responsibilities. I need sponsors.
Let's get our blue filled in, guys.
I don't even know how I started. Listen, we can change the trees any tree you want out there.
We'll put a mango tree after.
Mango tree, banana tree, any tree you want.
And when you call him on him in there, it disappear. I find we're gonna have to add our own branches and all of that afterwards. Indeed, like
These branches too small to save, guys.
these branches are.
So don't try?
As long as I don't try to make this a palm tree, we're good.
All right, so just a couple more seconds on that dark blue area. Try and keep your swoops in motion with the circle that we have there outlined for you. And it goes all the way up to the top. If you're looking at it, it swerves all the way up to the top. So I'm doing the swerve so you guys can see also. And don't worry, we'll get something like that tree afterwards. I'm sure of it. All right, so if you look at the next step, you'll notice that it is the lighter shade of blue now. So once you are done with the dark blue, you can start with the lighter shade of blue. Just make sure your brushes are clean as you move on to that next step. You can, yeah. Once you started the black area, sorry, you started the dark blue area right after the black area. It should have blended together a little bit. Should have. Well, Asha just gave you sound advice. Just wet the blue and go again.
No, I'm just teasing you.
Alrighty. So we're working at it, and it's time for us to get to our light blue. I think I'm ready for light blue. Let's see. Yeah. It's light blue time. Neither am I. Huh? I see people doing trees. I don't know what's happening. How are they onto that tree? And I'm still on my second layer of blue.
Just starting my blue.
Again, the next step is the light blue. So you guys can feel free to go over that mid portion using light blue. If your dark blue already dried and you want to help it blend a little bit more, you know what to do. You add a wet streak of dark blue and it would help it blend and flow just a little better. So welcome to all of you who are viewing our live stream. We are live at the Nishandra My Art Studio where we paint every single Thursday night. We just unwind, relax, and try something different. For most of the persons, it's just about trying something new. For others, it's just about relaxation. And for some, it's to ensure they become an ambassador before the end of the year. All right? So I hope to see you guys paint along with us in Studio One Thursday. Or you can get your sheet and paint along with us from the comfort of your home. So we're on the light blue for those who are painting along with us from home. We're on the light blue. Ooh. All right, so guys, if you look at my lineup here, you'll see where our light blue circle or semicircle goes. Light blue semicircle happening there. All right. So you guys are going to fill in from there. If your darker blue has dried a little bit, then you can add a wet streak of it just to help with the blending process. I see some persons are using their small brush. That's good if you want better control. You can use a small brush to go in between those branches and so on. And then for the adventurous few like Asha, we got this. We're going to do a tree, right? Of course. We are going to do our tree for sure. All right, so I can see some of my branches underneath the baby blue. So I'm taking a leap here and I'm adding in the baby blue. I can still see, if you're light on it, you can still see it. So we're going in. All right. Light blue time. And Etienne has our next question for sure. Your friend in red, first timer, is about to answer a question. Guys, give her all your attention. I wonder what she got. Let's hear it.
Make sure this is on.
So,
No pressure.
No pressure here, no pressure here.
I really don't feel any pressure. So, if you can be any animal for one day.
Etienne. Etienne is her first time you asked her what animal she will be.
I know, right? He didn't even get a chance to experience me as a
You
human.
know, come on. Give her a break. But anyways, let's hear your, animal choice.
So, I said a butterfly.
Oh.
And I
that's
think
nice.
it's because we experience the beauty of the butterfly, and we always speak about the darkness and choosing to go through the process. So I just want to experience the process.
Oh.
So from the darkness, and I think coming out of the darkness, we appreciate more of the light. So
that's definitely that's real deep. She put some thought into that, and I would say this is the first time somebody has chosen a butterfly. I have to ask, what color butterfly would you be?
it would be orange with some black.
Okay. A monarch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely. Well, thank you for sharing. Anybody else might be a butterfly? Some of us might just stay a caterpillar because we're not about to go through all of that. Yeah?
What does that feel like though? Like changing like that.
That's the thing. That's why she wants to experience it. Imagine feeling everything changing around you, like, wow. And then, the blink of an eye, you can fly.
So technically, it could be two.
Animals, yeah.
From the caterpillar into the butterfly.
Ooh, a lot of thought was placed into that. That's awesome. Well, Etienne, thanks for giving her such a riveting question. We've learned a lot tonight.
That was deep.
We're still thinking about it, right, Cameron? We're like, okay.
You said pressure, she pressured. For real.
All right, so we should be doing our lighter blue flowing in there. Lighter blue flowing in there now.
I keep rolling.
And we're trying not to get our branches as much as possible for those who are definitely going to need those sketched out areas.
If you're stressing about the tree, just cover the tree. I'm not stressing about the tree. If you're stressing about you have
I
the
love
tree.
how confident Asha is, about this tree.
I am the
Etienne, you promised Asha.
She put all her faith in me. She had never saw me paint a tree like this before.
Oh my goodness. Etienne, you promised Asha some special time
We got
after.
this. We got this together.
Whoa. It's crazy. Alrighty. So we have just about 2 more minutes to fill in. Too much time? I'm sorry. Good night, Angela. Welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you online with us, painting along with us. Watching the process. I don't know if you've gotten a sheet to paint with us, but we're live at the NJA studio, and tonight we're painting a very calming, relaxing, and tranquil scene. It's the majority of the painting is a sky scene, but yeah, welcome. We're happy to have you online with us, Angela.
Is it 5 minutes for here with us?
No. I'm telling you, that was interesting. I was like, huh? All right, so we should all be doing our light blue. Light blue is what we're doing now. And most of us at this point, we have already covered up our tree, so we're in for the ride of a lifetime soon when we get back to that point. I think those who have managed to omit their tree and their branches, you need a special award.
See, I did not show you here. I did not read it. I did put it here.
Trenton, I see what you did there, He just left like the big branch and he took all the small ones.
Yeah, 'cause I can be creative. I like that a lot. Can't be creative with what a tree looks like.
Okay, I like that.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
So we are waiting for the next step. The next step, you're going to have to wash out your brush for this next step because we'll be using orange, and then we have to go in with yellow. So wash out your brushes just to make sure that we don't have any of the blue left on it. So spend some time just washing out your brushes for the next step. And while we do that and wrap up on our light blue, Etienne has his next question.
Yes, my other friend over here.
Oh, Val.
Hello.
Hi. You have it? Oh,
Yeah, I do.
give her the mic so we can hear you better. Right.
Okay, so this question is, how many times should I forgive my partner for his infidelity?
Boy, Etienne Lavelle just got here.
We had a conversation about this. She saw it and I read the question.
She's okay? All right.
I'm fine.
Let's hear it.
Once. Once.
Wait, actually, did you say as many times? Listen, anybody out there listening?
Disregard.
The guys are probably rejoicing. They're like, as many times as I want? Who is this lady?
And
Yeah, can I get her number? I need to come painting.
I'm saying once, but I never actually forgave once, but I should have forgiven once. And I'm saying all of this is because as a woman, and even as anybody, as a male as well, once you know your worth, and once you value yourself, understanding that having a partner is not your identity, or having a partner is not your happiness, because whatever someone brings to the table should be a bonus and not a necessity.
It's true.
So after valuing yourself at a certain point and a certain level, like you should not take too much of what you know you do not deserve, because that can actually have you vibrating on a very low vibration and not understanding your worth, accepting things. You need to stand for something or fall for everything. So that's why I'm divorced, but yeah.
Whoa, Lavelle, whoa. That was some full stop. Like all of this and like full stop. Listen, Lavelle, everybody goes through certain things in different times, and as a woman, you definitely have to know where you stand
Yeah, and
as
I'm
an
much
individual.
happier.
Yeah.
I'm much happier. I'm like, I've never been so happy in my life. So it really means that there was a blockage. So
Wow.
I unplugged the pipe. I'm not a
experiences
plumber, but I did some plumbing.
She definitely did. Everybody's experience is different, and everybody's reaction to something like that will also be different.
Yes.
So I hope that you guys take advice here and there and make the right decision. Asha, I don't know what to say about you, sweetheart. Asha is out there saying as many times as you want to. I mean, it's probably the greatest dream of a guy coming through there. So stand by, Asha. We'll send you some numbers throughout the night.
You have so many followers tonight.
I'm telling you, just like, where is the Asha lady? Where is that lady? Come on, guys. So let's go ahead and mix. Let's go ahead and mix some of the orange on your brush, because the next step is orange. So once you have finished with your blue, you can actually move on to your orange section now, once you are finished with the light blue. It's time for orange. It's orange time once you are finished with your light blue.
Yeah, give me a word that rhymes.
All right, so we are on to orange here in studio. If you're painting with us from home, send us a video or picture. Let us know how you are doing. If you are having a hard time, you know we're here to help you. So send in those photos. So I'm moving on to my orange now. I can see somewhat of my branches underneath that orange. So I'm in a little bit of a better position than Asha tonight. But we're moving. All right. Like I said, guys, save some of that energy for those shorter strokes that we're going to have to do in just a bit for our background. If you look at it, you'll notice we have to go back in with the light blue and just add some short strokes throughout. And it's really going to add, it's going to elevate our painting a lot. All right.
Thank you so much. I'm enjoying this so much. And
I feel like there's some
Yes.
a certain corner of this room that I cannot paint a tree. There's some not going on here. This tree would be beautiful. It might not be the same tree, but it'd be beautiful.
What?
Don't worry, we have this.
Yeah, we have this. Yeah, we good, man. We good.
Be right back.
It's here, and while we fill in the orange, let's see who's next. Don't let Katyan scare you, you know. Yeah, she's right there in front of you. Don't let her scare you, you know. She painted serious.
I was going with the rhythm, but she was doing my rendition.
Oh my, go with your rhythm, go with your rhythm. Give her a minute to breathe. Give her a minute to breathe. You can go with your next person. To the people on the live who heard the lovely lady a while ago, look her here. Her name is Asha. She's next. She's next on the line. Let's hear what Asha has to say.
So my question is, spend the rest of your life on one Caribbean island. Which would it be and why?
The
rest of my life?
Yeah, you can't move at all. You have to stay there.
You have fruits and everything?
Well, I don't know. It's
A deserted island? No, we have to be specific.
You know, like you want to go to Jamaica, you want to stay in Grenada. Remember, you can't even fly out for helter. So be mindful of when you can't even fly out.
I'm not sure. I haven't been to much islands.
From what you heard.
Or seen?
Yes, I don't know how long
Jamaica is pretty nice.
your lifespan
On
there.
social media. Jamaica is pretty. So Yeah, so maybe Jamaica or Grenada. I'm not
So
sure.
you'll just go to Jamaica because of what you've seen, like
Yeah.
like the environment you like, or is it the people?
No. The excursions.
So, okay, but I mean, it'll come like a month when you run out of excursions to do. At that point, at that point, something has to fill.
I really don't know why, because
I mean, you can never stop going to the waterfalls and so on, right?
Wait, you can never leave the island or you can never leave the country.
no, you can't leave the island for the rest of
You
your
can
life.
go trip around, but like you can't go anywhere else.
I mean, how much times can you go around the island for the rest
On
of
a
your
boat
life?
trip.
If you say you cannot leave the country,
I have healthcare and everything.
Well, you're in Jamaica, whatever they have, you're using that. So, if that's where you are,
Yeah, that's a tough
listen,
question.
whatever guys it have on that island, that's what you have to settle with.
And I have to forgive him all the time.
Well, if you're going there, you might just have to do that. You might as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I know you're very well these days.
Well, you'll be one step closer to Vibes Cartel.
Oh no.
One step closer to him.
It's wrong. Oh, so I can see the edge to the arm.
You're doing orange, guys. We're doing orange. Once you're done with the orange, it's time for the yellow. So take your time and finish filling your orange. Wash out your brush and then move in with yellow. The yellow this time goes all the way up, so it's bordering the sun. So I'll just do a little outline. So your yellow comes all the way to the sun, but leave the sun out because that area goes in white. But at this point, will it really be the sun, Is the moon? This is just a very interesting scene. Mesmerizing everything. It could be sun through the darkness. Listen, this art is whatever you want to make it.
I love the
I think you guys would do really good with that, Pat. We're getting the yellow in once you're done. It's yellow time once you're done. So, Etienne, feel free to go ahead.
Wow.
Oh, yeah? She has,
She has a long one. She has a mic right there.
Oh, she has a long one. Whoa.
She's reading right now. She's reading.
Okay.
Oh.
The facial expressions.
She seems to enjoy her question.
What? Listen.
She
She just dramatic. Okay.
Come on, read your question for everybody to hear.
You're on honeymoon
Eh?
and you just found out that your husband
What did you find out? Okay, you know what? Let's take this from the beginning. We were all excited. You were on honeymoon. What happened?
you're on honeymoon and you just found out that your husband, whom you just married, had a secret wife. For over 10 years.
Really?
With 2 children.
What?
What would you do?
Abigail, take Asha's mentality at this time. Take it easy on him now, Abigail. She just made her vows.
She was sick this island.
For better or worse.
She was sick this island. Whatever it is.
You're just married, so
You can annul it. We can just get married.
But what are you gonna
What are you going to do? Don't take advice from them. What are you going to do?
Annulling nobody.
So what you going to do? You're going to mind it too?
How did you find out? So how did they find out? Was it like you were on the honeymoon and you were
This
like,
didn't
I've never
actually
been
happen.
married?
The
And
wife
he's like,
couple.
I am married
You know they
right
said
now.
the real story.
So I wonder how.
First wife come.
Maybe.
If the first wife and the children come and leave.
Maybe on the honeymoon.
She was in the bathroom.
This is all bad news. These questions are really deep and obvious.
Who wrote these? It's a lot geared towards men. Y'all didn't expect no men to come tonight? This was just going to be all
All the
female
women
thing?
just talking about you guys.
That's what I was going to do? That's what
The men showed up. Oops. My goodness. You know what? I think for Cameron, I want to hear. So take give Cameron the mic. Cameron, I want to hear from you. If Cameron.
What?
Cameron, if it is, right, that you are the guy in this situation and you just found out that your new wife knows about a second wife, what is the first thing you are going to do?
Behave like Terrence.
She said behave like
New wife
Terrence.
just found out about that.
The
I have
old
a wife.
Yes,
Hey, full disclosure. Not this doesn't exist.
yes.
Full disclosure.
We know. What are you talking about?
I think you have to flee the country at that point. I don't
No,
know.
you're stuck on the island forever. You can't.
Wait, did you just merge the questions, Kristen? Kristen has some plans, okay? She's like, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck there
My
forever.
passport and I'm out of there.
Oh my goodness. But no, it's hilarious. Like, you know, what would the guy do?
The new wife find out. That means she know what the first wife is, you know.
Whoa.
No, that just.
She can find the wife. You can go to that family.
But what you going to do to the wife? I have to deal with the guy. He's the person of interest here.
No, if he runs.
Okay. He going to the next family.
Exactly, she'll find him.
Okay.
He runs. The two girls are going to end up teaming up, finding him, and then he's.
And the children.
They're actually going to be becoming best friends, and he's just going to be screwed in the end. They will find him.
You really just
You really think they'll become best friends?
on to the next one.
Yeah, he'll be like, you know what? Let me get me
The
a
shows
gangster.
she watches, they become best friends after they kill the guy.
He'll be like, you know what? He will run, the two of them, they can stay and hash it out. Let me get me an Asher. Let me get me an Asher. I'm be good. Oh, Lord.
Buddy, I'm afraid.
You'll be fine, Cameron.
If I found that out, I would just be like, I'm out. You can go back to your original.
No worries, baby. There are no worries. This is just fiction.
Keep saying it over and over. It's just fiction.
I'm like, okay, hold on.
No. Just keep repeating it over and over. It's just fiction. I'm sure Terrence had hoped that it
And
was.
Kate finds out a whole separate marriage and children.
Oh,
my
Lord, Kristen.
Never meets again.
Oh, no.
No, still come.
Still comes. And brings a friend, the other woman.
I bring in the other wife. Bring the kids.
Bring the kids to painting on Saturday. Oh, my goodness.
That would be so sad.
Wow, this escalated quickly.
Who wrote these questions?
No one knows. They're auto-generated.
Are they
Well, they're very interesting.
really? No, I love them.
Really?
I don't like
They're
this is
interesting.
going.
Really?
Sure is, it's sure.
No, it's something I wouldn't think of. Okay.
I got it. Take over.
Okay.
All right, so you guys should have yellow, orange, light blue, dark blue, and a black blue. And then you can paint your sun area in white. All right, so make sure you fill in some white there by cleaning out your brushes thoroughly, okay? Clean out those brushes properly for the next step. All right, next step is with white. And welcome to all of you who are viewing online. You are looking at the live stream here at LaShawn Jeremiah Arts, where we paint every single Thursday night. We have a group of adults in studio, and we do have our online art family who paints along with us from the comfort of their home. We have some persons all the way in the US, in the UK, and so we say good night to you, and we hope you're getting through okay. So we've just done the black blue, we've done blue, light blue, orange, yellow, and now some white for our sun before we start our texture design. And as usual, we have questions in studio, and I want to hear from you guys online. If you found out that your new husband had a secret family, what would you do? Tell us in the comments. Okay, Abigail, we hear you. Till death do us part. I don't like that ending, you know. It sounds as if you have some plans there.
No, so that No, the keyword is
Deaf?
I didn't say.
Oh, I said.
The keyword is
Deaf?
Oh Lord. Etienne, give somebody else another question. Let's come
Okay,
off
I
on
have
that
one.
one.
Okay.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so to all the single ladies in the house, my advice to you
Why did you give
is
Kristen that question?
I have it. Wait, it's okay. This is a good one.
Okay,
No.
okay, let's hear her advice to the
This
single
one?
ladies in the house. Okay.
So my advice is focus on yourself, find what you love, take yourself on dates so you can enjoy your own time, and then whenever you find your person, you'll be able to keep yourself and not lose yourself in the process, because I feel like whenever you get into a relationship, it could be easy to do that if you don't love yourself first, kind of. And like you can find and love yourself with someone too, but like if you kind of have an idea of your self-worth and like what you want before you go into a relationship, I think it's like a little bit stronger. So my advice is have fun, love yourself, find yourself, and just enjoy it.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a wonderful, wonderful advice. So to you guys who are, I'm happy she found herself first and then found you.
Hey, she's a good speaker, not me.
That's some sound advice. So all the single ladies in the house and online, I hope you are listening up. So good night, good night. Hi, Celine. Good night to you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. So guys, you want to create somewhat of a light blend between your yellow and orange. You don't want it to look, too sharp and separated. So I'm going to add a wet streak of orange so I can create that blend between the two colors. And then we're going to go in with white. Good night, everybody online. Thank you for tuning in and for sending your good nights to us. So we love to hear from you guys. We hope you're all doing fantastic, wherever you're tuning in from. Hello. Alrighty. So,
what we blending the orange with?
Yellow. We're blending it with yellow so we can see some hints of, orange in the yellow as well. We don't want it to be too flat and monotone. We want to see some blends happening. And you guys know we have Miss Alexander here. And she's an amazing artist. So if you guys need those trees to come back to life, she's got your back as well as ATN. So y'all better call on her if you need her for assistance with your painting. All right, so we are moving on. We are blending some of our orange and yellow together.
Oh, okay.
We are blending some orange and the yellow. We don't want to see too much of a sharp line between the two. Etienne, sure, you can go ahead with the next question. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Should children ages 3 and up be breastfed still?
3+?
Yeah, 3 years
Breastfed?
old. Yeah.
That's just weird.
Yeah. I think at that point you're creating some dependency issues or some I don't know, some bad behavior somehow.
Really, you find?
At 3 years old? You're walking, talking, and I don't know.
Yeah. I know there are a lot of persons who just, leave the child until they just don't want it anymore, and then it's fine. As long as you're...
yeah.
8 years old.
I don't know. I personally know
Cameron, I think at that
I
point...
looked at a video the other day where a man, her husband was breastfeeding. Oh, that was
The husband was being breastfed by the wife, is that what you
I
said?
don't think we're supposed to talk about those videos.
scale. What's going on?
No, but it wasn't like that.
When we said 3+, we were still taking children.
Yes, I thought it wasn't like in that sense. Though. To me, I think she just had a baby recently.
So you want to taste the milk?
No, she was maybe making a lot of milk. Oh, yeah. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
There is a pump. There is machines for this.
But it's really uncomfortable, and the child.
You can't pump?
Trent, if I was no, hold on.
You don't have that?
If I just walked out your baby, you wouldn't undrop me.
I'm totally going to. I wouldn't. That's crazy.
That's the riders and the fans.
Listen, it tastes good. Lord have mercy. You're gonna bake cake with it or something?
You're not going to try? Listen, what I do with mine.
Oh, it take another
Sounds
mic.
like some full nutrition. Sounds good.
Afternoon.
Uh-huh.
There was this afternoon after work, right? I was on the bus. And this little child, she was about maybe 4. They were sitting down right behind the driver's seat, and I was sitting down behind them. And the little girl, a little girl or a little boy, she sat down there, he sat down by the window. And the little boy just turned and pop out the booze.
Excuse
No,
me.
he literally pulled it out and started sucking.
Excuse me.
And I thought I was so embarrassed, and to me it was embarrassing. And she just sat there, and this thing just hanging out on the side.
Stop, Alvin. You're kidding me.
Honestly, it was
On
me
a
and
public bus.
Seriously, it was me and mommy in the bus, and both of us just sort of sit down in the back and just looking at one another and looking at them in front. It's like comfortable.
There wasn't a rag?
No. She sat down eating something, and he just pulled it out and started.
Well, he
sucking.
wanted to eat too. Child hungry? You're gonna have snack for yourself and not the child? What? The food is being processed indeed. No, but I think there are some boundaries that
There
need to be
should be
set. Yeah, there should be.
boundaries.
Yeah, there should most definitely be boundaries set for that. There's nothing wrong with you breastfeeding in public, but at least ensure that you have proper coverage, you know. When they reach 3 years. That's right. I think as they get older, they get, real bold. So they can pull it up as they want. It's mine. This is mine. This is crazy. So welcome, guys. You are viewing the National Jeremiah Arts live stream for painting. Every Thursday night we paint here at the studio. And right now we're going on to some texture in our background. So come along for the ride with us. We're going to be doing some textures now. All right. So it seems like everybody is ready for their textures. Okay. Now you can use your small brush for this. You can also use your large brush. But just ensure that you angle it properly so you get some beautiful, clean streaks when you're doing it. The important thing is just to keep the streaks small or shorter. So you're just doing some etched lines and you're going up and you're following the curve or the spiral. So we are going to start things off, first of all, with some white. Okay, we're going to start off with white. And I'll just show you, and so when you get to that point, you know exactly what to do. So what I'm going to do with the white, I'm going to focus it close to my moon sun. Yeah, it's a moon sun. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go ahead and add some of that white around by my sun. And I'm keeping my curve, if you're looking. You'll see I'm keeping the curve. So at no point should your strokes go downward like this. It shouldn't go directly down like this. It should always be curving. And once you have done the white, you're going to go in with yellow in that same area. You're going to add yellow, and you're going to start bringing the yellow into the orange as well. So we're just going to do those two for now. And I want to make sure you're comfortable with it before we move on to the blue. So you're using yellow and you're doing short strokes, keeping the spiral approach in your orange. And then in the yellow parts, you're adding white.
And we adding the yellow with the same brush?
With the same brush is fine, yeah? Just add
So white in the yellow and then yellow in the orange?
yellow in the orange, yeah.
Are we just doing little strokes back and forth with that? Or on the circle?
Yes, so you're going in a spiral motion. If you look at mine, you'll see I am just going around and around, adding more and more. And what I want you guys to pay attention to also, you can add some white to your yellow and take a look at this. So I'm blending some white with my yellow, so I'm creating a lighter yellow. And look at what I'm doing with it. I'm going into those areas now with the lighter yellow. So when you look at your painting, you won't just see one shade of yellow. We want to see different shades of yellow. And how you do that is by adding some white to it. Adding some white to it to create lighter yellow strokes as well. So I am going in with some lighter yellow strokes also. Just let it all blend out. You're doing some shorter strokes. Use your small brush. If it's not looking the way I'm doing it, you can use your small brush. And if you have your brush, your big brush angle the same way I do, you should be able to get this approach also. Okay. So we're doing this. So remember, we have to do this background work. And the tree would be the icing on the cake. And y'all know we might try to add a bird somewhere still. We might still try to add a bird somewhere. All right. So again, just to reiterate, close to my sun, I've added white streaks. As I move out, I started to do pure yellow streaks. And then I blended my yellow with a little bit of white. So I got lighter yellow streaks. And I even added some more orange doing the same streaked approach. So you're going from white to yellow white to orange. Orange is in the orange, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yellow in there too. Just take your time with it. And while you do that, Etienne would tell us who the next person is. I know that exhale.
All right, mine says advice corner. My 4-year-old is driving me crazy. Any advice for me? Does that mean I have to give advice or y'all give advice to me?
You give it.
I think y'all all have to give advice to me for my imaginary
No, you're giving us advice.
Have you tried giving them mac and cheese? That still works for me, and I'm 28.
When you're throwing a tantrum, you eat mac and cheese and you're fine?
Listen, if it's a 4-year-old boy, if you give him mac and cheese, it's game over. Right?
Okay.
I'm an uncle. I don't have any kids, but that's
what you would probably do.
That's what I would do.
Okay. Mac and cheese it is.
Solves all the problems.
Solves all the problems.
I'm just saying it sounds good.
Any other methods? Miss Alexander, any methods you want to share with us? A 4-year-old. Calm the 4-year-old down. They're acting up.
Some slap.
Some slap. Pull out the belt at this point. And then give them the mac and cheese.
Yeah, feed them up.
Like, you know what? A 4-year-old. No.
It's my turn.
A 4-year-old is acting up and they need some advice on how to deal with them. What do you suggest?
We in the Caribbean usually give them the eye.
The eye.
And when they get the eye, they know exactly what to do.
Asha, what does the eye look like?
What the eye is.
That eye serious.
Closing the eye when they acted out. Never seen the eyes. Children know in print.
You understand? They watch the eye. When you watch them, the eye, they watch you back so.
Behind the eye. That's about the third of the means.
The eye have to mean something. Listen, back then when they watch you, you just get it. Now Trent looking back at you like, hello.
Why you watching?
Why you looking at me like that? Sorry, Trenton, I'm not going to serve that child no mac and cheese yet. Not just yet. Krista, what you going to do? You know, it's based on the personality of that child. And he's an active one. He's very active, but it's based on the personality too.
Yes, so with him, he's my last baby, so yes,
basically.
I usually hug him and just let him know that he's in a safe space and kind of speak to him and let him know that he's loved and all these things, and then he calms himself down. And after that, I give him time out. So he has to go in a corner where there's nothing there to play with for like 5 minutes, nothing too long. And he knows after that, then he can go back.
He can go back, you know, to being him. And it reflects. The mic. Give her the thing.
I just want to know, how does your first baby feel about that?
So it's for Krista. It's for Krista. How does the first one?
He gets anything he wants.
The first child?
The youngest. The oldest says that the youngest gets anything he wants. But I always remind him that he's young. Why he lie?
The young one seems to get a lot, eh?
That's my favorite.
Aww.
No, he doesn't.
No.
But I always say that he is the youngest.
Aww. You know, yeah, it's different.
So I have a question, right? How long, right, for the parents who have multiple children, how long does the oldest child get to be called just a baby? Because it extends well into adulthood for the youngest child.
True.
So I want to know, how old does the oldest have to be?
When you make another one, they just keep getting younger ones.
So therein lies the problem.
Aww. So we have to be mindful of how long the youngest one remains just a baby in the household. But oh boy, Mr. Alexander, you were about to tell us your method. And while you think about that, guys, we're going to be adding if you look at your image, you're going to notice that your image also has some white in the light blue. So we're going to be doing white in the light blue, and then you're going to mix some white with light blue and add some of that shade in there also. So I'm starting off with white while Miss Alexander tells us, what's your method for discipline?
Well, to add with hers, I would say, of course, number one, you give them eye contact. You speak to them with love and explain to them why they're having time off. You know,
True, very important.
It's important to let them know. And so you're doing it out of love, but not out of, bitterness or anger. Yeah.
And it reflects on the child's behavior, even outside of you being there.
Yeah.
The way they interact with other persons, you can tell they're growing up in a loving household.
And when they get older, they will understand. Because I know kids, when they get older, they were like, okay, so why mommy didn't or daddy didn't, correct me when I was younger. Now I reached to that age and I become like that.
True.
So, yeah.
So it's very important, guys. Don't shy away. What the Bible says, spare the rod, spare the child, or something like that. Spare the rod and spoil the child. So we don't want. After you get the licks, she tell you the Bible says spare the rod. White and then light blue.
Swallow it up. What you crying for? Give me something to cry.
And she's already giving you something to cry. You're getting something to cry,
Mom, give us something to cry.
Swallow it up.
But I'm sure you appreciate those moments of discipline.
Yes, I did. No, but sometimes me and my siblings, well, sister would talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not a good talk, but yeah.
So guys, again, you're adding white in the light blue area, but also I want you to mix some of that light blue with white together in your palette to create a light, an even lighter version of the light blue, and go ahead and add that variation inside of there also, okay? We want to see different tones and different shades popping out there. And try and keep your strokes to the angle. As we get to the larger part of it, you'll have to swoop your hands and your elbows just a little bit more. This point, I'm not even seeing my branch anymore. I wonder if I could call on Ethan too. You haven't seen your tree in an hour?
No, but he'll come back. We'll draw him later.
All right, so we're going around with the white and light blue. Take your time and bend those elbows, bend your hand, and get the texture or the motion properly. You're swooping with it. And that light blue, guys, it goes all the way into the darker blue also.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so if you're done with the light blue area, you can start moving it to the dark blue. And while we do that, and we're in the calming part of things, this is just short strokes of blue. I'm going to ask Etienne to go ahead with the next person. Okay.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
You ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Advice corner. My son is about to get married. I don't like his wife. What should I do?
You have to behave yourself. That's what you need to do. Keep yourself quiet.
I guess I don't have a choice. I mean,
Abigail's like, Abigail, what you going to do? You don't like the lady. He likes the lady. What are you going to do about it?
There should be a reason why I don't like her, first and foremost. But
and if the reason is that she get married with that.
No, I like his wife.
Shots fired.
Yeah, so
no, I don't like that.
Usually moms don't like that.
I really would need advice. I mean, there's nothing I can do. He
Yeah.
can like who I can give him advice
Yes.
as to what to do.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, the decision
is his. Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
The decision is his, Abigail.
I would try and really try. The word is, the key hard word is try.
The key.
To accept her.
Okay.
But that does not mean that I would be her friend.
Oh, this thing going really deep, man.
Yes. Yeah.
We all don't have to go be besties on vacation together.
No, but I mean,
let him have his moments of learning and understanding her.
Yep.
So guys, I hope you're taking your time and adding those short strokes in there. You can use some of your dark blue also and mix with the light blue. Let's see a lot of different shades of blue flowing in there. If you're looking at mine, you should see exactly what I have done, so you have an idea. If you look at mine, you're going to see how I'm incorporating the different shades of blue. I've done white, then I've blended some white with baby blue, and I even created a lighter shade of blue. Then I'm moving in with some dark blue in there. Just be creative with it, guys, and keep your strokes in the angle of the spiral. So I am turning my elbows, turning that hand to get the angle. And you're going to compound on it. So not just a straight stroke, you're going to go over it, add some white, more strokes. Just let's see the texture coming in, guys. All right, so we're doing blue.
With the light blue. Okay, so let me do some light blue. Okay.
So, Princess, one question. So it's white, yellow, white, orange, or what is purple goes?
Listen, there's no major structure to the top, to what's happening with the texture, right? So I've added some white there, then I mixed some white and yellow together, and I added some lighter yellow. Then I mixed some yellow and orange together. That's how I got this lighter orange. Then I went in with just orange. Then I did light blue with white, dark blue with light blue. Just play and mix the colors with white and flow throughout your painting. And while you do that, Etienne, it's all
You know that means, right? You ready for me? I'm ready for you.
Donna, I think she ran away tonight.
Wait, she did, you know, I skipped her.
Wait, not how you were there, by?
Hold on.
I don't think it was by accident.
Oh, so Donna going first? And you didn't say anything.
Advice corner.
Another advice. Okay, let's hear it.
I lack motivation to cook for my family. What advice do you have for me?
Okay. They lack motivation to cook for their family.
Why lack motivation?
I don't know. Maybe they can cook.
I don't know.
Well, maybe you can just, look for new recipes if you're tired cooking the same old.
True.
So you can look for new recipes on YouTube or Tasty or TikTok or
So they're tired cooking in general. What about ordering out sometimes?
Can you afford to order out?
True. Well, I mean, the way that person asks for advice, you would think, well, maybe
they can. Okay.
They have options, What's the most, let's see, the best place to do takeout from, Katya, in your opinion? Like, you don't want to cook tonight for the family, apart from KFC or a Subway sandwich or whatnot. What's the next best place?
Oh my God, that's kind of hard.
Umbrellas?
I like seafood.
Excuse me.
And there is this place on the stretch called the Food Hut. They have this. Yes, it's
opposite the industrial park. Well, higher up.
Where the containers are.
Yes, yes.
So there's this place called the Food Hut, and they have this grilled lobster. Oh my gosh! And this fish in the foil to die for.
Where is that?
That's on the stretch.
On the left hand side.
Right after Huggins.
Oh, right. So that is
Yes, and it's called the Food Hut. Yes, and they have nice little sitting areas, and they have this fish in the foil.
Yeah.
Oh, real nice.
What's the what was the rates like?
What, for the lobster?
The lobster, yeah, and the fish in
The
foil.
lobster is like 65. The fish in the foil.
Yeah, so what? Just one per person in the family of 5. Nothing big.
Not bad at all. Yeah, and it tastes real good. I was even telling my friend here about it, and she's like, "Yes, I ordered from them already."
Yeah. No, I've had stuff from there, but I mean, when you say the lobster sale, the family going family of 5. Okay, baby boy. Lobster tail for you. Lobster tail. At this point, listen. At this point, I'm losing all zeal to cook whatsoever because we don't have money to buy things to cook again. What? So we buying lobster tail for everybody. They have food stuff, like food for children.
Yes, they have wings and all these stuff. But I like seafood and I don't eat meat, so.
Okay.
Yes.
But listen.
I'm very bougie. You're bougie. But yeah, that's where I will take
Your family. Okay, nice. And then we do have some diehard Umbrellas fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Caracou Love Bites? No. What you ordering? What's your favorite? Your favorite thing? Chicken Parmesan. Okay.
Yeah, the pasta tastes better when it's steamed.
When it's
Honestly, that is true, That is true.
No, but not that umbrellas. How would you know?
Because if you buy them,
No, I mean, you order, right?
Oh, you order them, right?
Okay.
Yes, because it's too much food, so you can't eat.
True, yeah, that's true.
No white, just
They add more in between and so on.
Yeah.
And a little bit of light butter.
And what about the sweet potato fries? The sweet potato fries is good. With the dip, the Cajun dip. He said, how is Sizzle? Anybody been to Sizzle? Hey, anybody been to Sizzle?
Yes.
What did you have? Did you eat?
I went the first day for
Okay.
the seafood bar.
Oh, lovely.
So, first of all, the service was
Okay, okay.
First time, the service was, I can't say that one too low, but terrible.
Abigail. My gosh.
We sat down for almost an hour and a half just to get the menu. I had to go to the bar and get my own drinks, and that's not no.
Was it busy or no?
First of all, so I had booked and I had made a reservation for my table for 7. I got
7
there.
persons had that experience?
No, for 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
I got there 7:15. Somebody had my table.
Oh.
And they just had me just standing there.
Oh.
I didn't come back and tell me anything, so we had to go and sit for ourselves, and then everybody the waitress just walking up and down, and I was putting up my hand and a thing, and they can't see. Then we ordered 2 hours before we get the seafood boil. So it was terrible. Bad. Not going back.
How was the food though? Sorry, you said?
The seafood boil, in the end, it was good.
Okay.
The food itself was a little salty, but it was good.
It was okay.
Yeah, but other than that.
But what's your number one advice for them? Let's say, like, to improve,
and
for other persons who go there, what's your number one advice for them?
They need
For
to
the
be
company,
more,
the restaurant.
Alright, so they need to be more vigilant about people because they're walking in a straight line.
Okay.
As a waitress, you need to be more flexible
Yeah.
and to be able to look around and see what is going on, even if you're not really dedicated to that table.
Okay.
And your table is really sorted out or whatever. You should be able to be flexible to move around and help or assist somebody else. So they need to have that kind of communication. Yes.
So the next step, guys, is with the light blue in the darker blue area. So keep your motions, all right? Keep your curved motions with your brush. Try not to go downward. Bend those elbows if you have to. And down into the dark blue, I've added in some white, some light blue, even more dark blue. We just want the whole thing to look textured. But as you go to the black area, try not to put too much in the black area. So as you see from mine, I'm just sort of grazing it as I approach the black area. But if you already have added some stuff down there, that's okay. Yours is just going to be unique. Just okay.
As a foreigner, only being most of the food places that visit,
Because the food is good, but sometimes you need to work on the customer service.
I mean, the food is, Grenadian style. So that is the taste. The taste is not the issue. The issue is I should not feel like you are doing me a favor to spend my money. Because if I'm a paying customer, this is I'm not eating at my home. I could eat at my home for attitude. I should not know. I could eat at my home for attitude. If I'm coming to your establishment, I'm not just coming for the food. I'm coming for the food. I'm coming for the ambience. I'm coming to be served. That is what the money means. So we need to work on the customer service.
Yeah.
Because I have places I will never go back because of the customer service.
We definitely have a big customer service situation in Grenada that we have to work on. But guys, we do have somebody online who says Pinterest always motivates me to do fun recipes, and it just pushes me to actually just go into the kitchen. Also, I think making your kitchen a place you actually want to be in plays a big part of it. Do a kitchen makeover. But yes, they can buy food if they can afford it at times. So make your kitchen into a place that you enjoy spending time in. Not too much time, but
just saying, put on some metal music and cook.
No, some romantic, nice dancing vibe.
you see, if they put on metal music, she might put too much salt in the food.
I will not cook if metal music is on. I will say, I'm going to be in the room. Let me know.
When you're cooking, you're supposed to cook with love.
Yeah.
I cook with
There's
stress.
no love in
The
our
more
food.
love you cook with, the tastier the food is.
That is true.
In my experience, the hungrier you are, the better.
I call it the trend of the hungrier you are, the better the food tastes.
That's what we live by.
It's very true, you know. Sometimes it's you wake up the next morning and you taste the food you had last night when you were hungry, and you're like, "What did I just eat?" What was that?
Better when it sits overnight and like marinates in all the juice and the flavors.
Definitely some meals are better. You know, one meal in the dark blue, we just add some light touches of the dark blue. Yeah. In the black area, you add some light touches of dark blue.
So in dark blue, you have some touches of dark blue and light blue.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just add blue, shades of blue. I was just saying, one of my favorite foods to eat stale is cuckoo. You fry the cuckoo after. You had cuckoo before, Trenton? No. It's cornmeal. What, you don't like cuckoo?
It's corn that they patch and they grind it.
But it's good?
No, not patch. You just grind it.
Yeah, but you have to tell them how you prepare it.
Oh, okay. So, well, different people do it differently, right? So with my cuckoo, I like to season it all the way. So I'll chop up okras and peppers and
Okay, forget the
onion
okras,
and
but yeah,
garlic.
move on.
I support that one.
Okras and peppers and onion and garlic. And I cook that first, so salt and season, and then I put in my cuckoo. With the coconut. With the coconut milk, right. Must be coconut
don't forget
milk.
it.
Key.
Where you get this at the store?
Well, oh my goodness.
No.
You get all this stuff at the store.
Cornmeal, true. No, it's cornmeal. If you go for a bag of cornmeal, you would get it. It's like the yellow grinded corn.
So what do you see a label that says cuckoo?
Once you cook it,
No, the label say cuckoo.
You have to go get the stuff to cook it.
So cuckoo is the name of the dish.
Tamales?
Water. Coconut water.
Yeah. Kristen, they were asking if you know tamales.
Coconut milk,
You know
coconut
that?
water. Sorry.
Yeah, we know tamales.
Oh, tamales.
Well, that's basically what it is.
What about arepa? Have anybody tried that one?
I love tamales.
But then you wrap it.
You love tamales.
Or but you eat it with
Is it like arepa, the Venezuelan dish, or no?
I feel like it's cool and then they cut it like
Yeah.
I've never had that.
But isn't that sweet?
Same but different.
Do we do it sweet? That
Some people do it sweet, some people do it salty. Tamales typically not.
yeah. Do you eat arepa? No.
I eat anything.
So you know arepa? What it's like? Arepa.
Venezuelan, isn't it?
Venezuelan, yeah. Arepa. No. This is not a confession here. Jeez. Oh my goodness. You know what?
You're live right now.
We're trying to make sure.
No, it's a food. We're not, it's food. It's a Venezuelan dish. So when, it's like the same cornmeal flour. And so they just, add water to it. And they fry it, deep fry it, cut it open, add butter, cheese, the whole works in there with a nice sauce. Grits. I want it, but it's not as solid. Like it's ours is more refined. Listen, we'll have to make Alvin. You'll make some cuckoo for them, all right?
Yeah.
We have to mix some cuckoo and
Because I
bread.
really do want to try it. I just don't know how to make it.
Okay, we got you.
You saw that piece of me for real?
Yeah, we got you. Somebody said we're gonna have a Christmas party.
We got like 2 more months.
Okay.
Until December.
Okay.
We got like 83 days.
We got you. Guys, if you're done with this area, you notice you have a little bit of a fuchsia, pinkish, purple in your palette. You're going to add some of that around by your orange area. Some of that around by your orange, and then it's time for the tree.
What if we notice we don't have a tree?
It's time. The tree is the simplest part of this. So if you're looking...
That's what you think. That's what you think. Have you seen our palm trees before?
If you're looking at mine, you're going to see where I'm adding my pinkish tones there.
You mean orange?
Yes, so you're adding it next to the orange and the yellow. Really, anywhere you want to add it, go ahead. But if you look at your image, you'll see that it's basically there.
You have us. We're here.
I didn't see you yet. We won't let you meet.
Wash out your small brush. It's time for the tree.
What am I putting in the black now?
In the black, dark blue. Dark dark blue down there.
Trin says he's ready to teach the class.
Apparently.
No, don't look him up.
Put him up, coach.
All right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid from when I did this, man.
What'd you do?
I don't know if this pink.
Oh, it looks nice actually. Looks good.
Thanks.
All right, so you just add some touches of that here or there. It's just about having a textured background.
Sorry, where are we adding the pink? Oh, we're adding the pink. Okay.
All right, and then it's time to get your small brush ready for the tree. And for the tree, what we're going to do, we're going to mix up, we're going to use actually some light blue to do the tree. We're just going to use light blue to make sure we can see it as we do our curves. And then if you look at the tree, you'll see that there are hints of black. So we're going to line the tree with black. We're going to add some white highlights afterwards. So get your light blue ready.
Oh, wow. I don't even know where to start with the tree.
I definitely cannot.
Get your light blue ready. And we can start things off down below by the trunk of our tree.
Where is my trunk?
So I'm just filling in down by my trunk here with the light blue. So you're filling in your tree right now.
With light blue?
Light blue is what we're starting with, but our tree is darker than that.
I can't do anything after this.
So we're starting off with the trunk area of the tree. So we can see it a little bit better before moving on to darkening it. So I am adding light blue for my tree so I can see it better. So this is how my tree is looking so far with the light blue. We want to make sure we can see the tree. And then we're going to start going in with some dark blue and black and so on once we have our entire tree outlined. If you can still see your tree and you don't need to do this step, you can actually move in with some dark blue at the bottom and black For your tree, dark blue and black. But for the rest of us, we are in the process of forming it back. Now that I'm entering into the light blue area, I'm going to add some dark blue to it so I can still see it.
We're doing the whole tree light blue, right?
No, when you start going to the top into the actual light blue, you want to start putting some dark blue there so you can see it in this area too. Because if we just put light blue up there, we wouldn't see it, right? But your tree is really dark blue and black. Dark blue and black. So if you can already see it, ooh, looking good. If you could already see a tree, you can just move in with your dark blue and black. You don't need to do this step with us. All right, let's see. There is supposed to be a branch on this side. Let's see.
You sound like the rest of us.
Let's see. Definitely everybody's tree will be unique. Some persons would have more branches than others. All right, and then I'm moving in with my other branch.
I'm watching this down very closely right now.
I see somebody have a cat hanging on that tree already.
Yeah, I'm watching very closely.
Yeah, because only one cat that's being done tonight.
That's good though.
You guys make cats when you get to like 50 sessions, okay?
Or 47.
I can't do a cat right now. I can't help with that one.
Donna, you have to start mobilizing, go around the room and give everybody a cat.
Let me see the cat.
I don't want to cry.
Oh, wow. Nice. These are some.
We'll just add a bird, guys.
Yeah. We'll stick with our birds for now.
So you see my trees coming together. Add your dark blue. Excuse me. My tree is coming together here. All right. So as I said, some of us would have a few more branches than others. Once you have added in, once you can see your entire tree, you can go over it with dark blue and also add black because it's a darker tree. All right, it's in the shadow. You're seeing a lot of shadows on it.
I know. I came to help us to do a tree before. Here, what? Do nothing.
So you can add black in there and dark blue. Once you can see all of your branches, you can go back over it with black and dark blue together, okay? Black and dark blue together. And I'm just doing it so those of you who are on that step can see. So I have blue and black on my brush, and I'm filling in that area. Light blue first to see where it is, and then dark blue to knock things out after that. Etienne, who has the next question?
Well, there's two individuals on this table.
Okay, the two individuals. Go ahead.
Let's start with you, sir.
Hey, set me up.
All right.
As soon as I saw this question on you,
It was a setup?
somebody sold me out. How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance?
Whoa. Tell us.
That is something I'm currently working on. It's actually one of the main reasons why I'm here tonight.
Oh, is it? Oh, you didn't hear the question. How do you maintain a healthy work-life balance? And that's very important, especially for the guys.
We need to take a break. Sometimes for me, we're too proud. I worked straight for the past 2 years, no breaks.
Whoa.
So
No vacation?
it did. No vacation.
No vacation. My goodness.
It does take a mental toll, and you don't realize until you actually take a break.
Yeah.
I've been on a break for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And you forget what you miss when you actually, yeah, this is what life.
Take a moment to just do you. Wow. Well, I'm very happy that you.
Congratulations.
Asha.
You had the right
You're at the right place at the right time. You know what the pastor say? Right place, right time. All right? Just take it in and take it easy. Do as much as you can in the time that you have off.
Yep. See you next week.
So you had to ask the question. Princess, you had to ask Princess, so are we seeing you till next week?
Yes, he said I'll see you next week.
Oh, you did. Sorry, I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that.
No, I know I speak a little bit soft sometimes.
Listen, my ambassador real bad way. She making sure, you know. All right, so looking forward to seeing you.
No, that's okay. No, that's okay.
Is the Asha that asked that? The Asha? Oh, Lord. Listen, guys, I saw somebody sent me this video. Somebody sent me a video. Let me tell y'all something. It was a news report yesterday that broke, saying that this gentleman, Mr. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, was arrested. And it's not just that he was arrested. Why the investigators have to specify that they find how much bottles of baby oil? What do you think he was using the baby oil for?
Or something. Over 720 other toys.
Listen.
He's probably one of the investors.
Exactly. He has a business.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
Just a businessman.
He's just a businessman, and so he needs to ensure, you know.
Free cops.
But that doesn't explain why he need all of that. It doesn't explain it. If he's a distributor, he has to have stock. I like that one. Diddy really took the cake this week, really? And they're really bad. They ensure all the things I'm sure they found in his home. The one thing they made sure everybody know, we found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And just leave it like that, up to the public to decide what it's for. It's really crazy. But I wish him all the best, you know, really. Hope everything works out well for him in his new abiding place.
He killed
Did he get bail? He got bail?
I don't know if he got it now, but they denied it yesterday.
He had to go back to court yesterday afternoon.
He's willing to give up everything that he owns, so he'll be free.
Yeah.
The judge says no, dog.
No way. No way.
No way, Coney. Conspiracy, injustice. That's just a distraction.
Cat Williams ain't so crazy.
A distraction. I agree with that too.
Just a distraction.
Yeah, there's a bigger picture that we're not seeing.
Some parts are covered, some parts are not. So I have a good guide.
Why you gotta say like that? I gotta throw shade like that.
I do not. Yeah, she's showing shades. That's okay. That's okay.
Guys, I'm adding back all of my smaller branches too. Nobody's telling me how good of a job I'm doing.
You're
No.
doing a great job. Great job.
Great job.
No other cats. Oh Lord, we have to call Donna up for the cat. But guys, once you've done the light blue, go over it just using black and dark blue together, and you'll see your tree really start coming to life. And we are on the home stretch. Remember I told you, this is the easiest part of the painting. It's the tree. Use your small brush and just add those little branches here or there. You got this. All right, so while we finish off on our trees, Etienne, you'll just tell us who's the next person for question. If there is somebody.
Last person, here you go.
What is your favorite Caribbean slang or phrase, and can you give us an example of how it is used? What is your favorite Caribbean slang or phrase, and can you give us an example of how it is used? No.
What's your favorite slang? I know a lot of slang.
I know a lot as well. Unfortunately, I know a lot of them in Patois.
Okay, well, we can teach us tonight. Teach us tonight.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Let me go with something English. So we say,
We say where from?
in Dominica.
Dominica, okay.
All right. So we say if you didn't put kako outside, you shouldn't be looking for it.
Ooh, if you didn't put kako outside, you shouldn't be looking for any?
Yeah. Yeah. So part of the process of making cocoa sticks, cocoa balls, whatever, you have to put it outside to dry, right? So it is your business to find out if it raining. Because if it rain, then, you kind of have to start the entire process all over again.
Okay, oh.
So when you're minding other people's business, we will say, if you didn't put kako outside, why are you looking for rain?
Okay, that's interesting. There are so much phrases. Let me ask, there was this one I've heard, and I don't know if anybody has ever heard it before. It's, okay, so like if you give the child something to eat and they don't want it, and as a parent, you turn around and tell them, okay, you're going to eat the bread the devil make. You all ever heard that slang before?
Never heard
it sounds so strange, but it means like you're not going to eat anything else. Nobody heard that slang before?
I know that slang, but not in that situation.
So how they use it? Eat the bread the devil need.
Yeah.
So, but in what situation have you heard
It's
it?
like if you don't want to hear, you want to listen to correction, kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it was just literal.
Ali, stop it.
Did the devil ever eat bread?
I know.
The devil offering everybody bread and he eating it.
Okay. I have a question. For the second layer of the tree, are we mixing the dark blue with the black, or are we doing like light blue, then dark blue, then black?
It's a very complicated
So, I really did it wrong. Okay, so I started my whole tree light blue.
Right, and that was just so we'll be able to see all the branches when we are going in with the actual colors, which are black and dark blue.
So when you say black and dark blue, is I mixing blue with black, or do I do blue and then black?
Yes, so you do just that. You do blue on there, and then you go over it with black. You don't mix it in your palette separately and then put it on. We want to see the different tones coming in.
I am waiting for my tree to appear.
Yeah, you put some fertilizer in the ground.
It's growing soon. It's growing soon.
Think I might add a swing on my tree?
A swing?
Yeah, put somebody swinging right there. Yeah. We're being adventurous tonight.
The women down here, yeah.
She might add a swing. All right, so it's just tree action now. And like I said, you can add a bird, you could add anything you want to it after that. But that is the final step of our painting tonight. This tree is the last step to a wonderful, relaxing night of painting with us. You understand? Just take your time and add in all of those branches. Any amount you want to add in. If you see an area that looks like it needs a branch, feel free to add it in. All right, and so we are finishing off our tree, adding in some branches in there. If it's your first time logging on and viewing with us, you're live. We are live actually at the NJA studio, and we are just about wrapping up another wonderful night of painting. So thank you for joining us, and those of you who have painted with us tonight, we look forward to seeing what you would have created. So guys, once you've added in all of your finer details, all of your branches, it's time for some white on that tree. Just add some highlights on the tree, just on the edges. Nothing too big, just on the edges of the tree, you add some white, and then it's time for your signature. So this is what my tree is looking like now, and then I'm going to show you where I'm adding in some white. Just on the corners of my tree here. Just some highlights using white. Adding in some black and some dark blue, and your tree should be finished. And then when you're done, you can just add some hints of white on the branches. Whichever area you'd like to add it. And now let me see where I can fit a bird in the sky before I add my initial. Where can we put that bird? Somewhere up at the top where you see? You find just on a branch? Okay, why not? Just a little birdie sitting perched on a branch. All right. Now don't go adding birdies if you can't, you know. People wonder what happened in that part.
That's a
No, it's a little birdie.
Okay.
Wait for the beak.
It's a bad.
Y'all making fun of my bird?
Just appreciate.
Y'all was so worried for nothing, man. Y'all was so worried I couldn't make a tree.
Hanging out down there. I'll worry every time instead as soon as I do that. You don't do a single round.
I think Donna will have to help you out too.
Yeah, I found out I need to come and give me a cat. I need to come and give me a cat on my tree. And my bird real fancy and thing, it's singing. Bird for your money. That bird is a whistling. See, I wasn't prepared for that bird, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, that bird in a cat.
Why are you hitting on my bird? What did my bed ever do to you? All right, so again, guys, once you are done with your tree, it's time for your signature down at the bottom. So to our lovely painters at home, I know some of you paint from your office. You haven't even left the office yet. Yeah. And you said, you know what, 7 o'clock, meet you in the office, you sit in and paint. So I want to see what you guys have created. And at this time, I'm going to add my signature along with others who are finished. Etienne, make sure you organize the ambassador stuff, please. Asha will not leave. All right, so let's add our signature down at the bottom in white. All right, so signature, here we go. I'm also going to add the date. Is it still the 19th? Yes? Okay. So it looks like I have to add a couple more birds after to appease Miss Donna. All right. Yeah, you know those cats that is climbing tree and then you have to go and take them down after? All right, and that is it. So if you've painted with us, thank you so much. Thank you so much for painting along with us. And guys, as usual, you have to say goodbye to the people online. And if you are finished, wherever you're at, just turn it and show them so they see what you've done. All right, we ready? Trenton, you all ready for us? Okay, so once more, thank you so much for tuning in to the live. And until next time, so with the live persons in studio, want to say goodbye to you. All right, guys, you can tell them goodbye now. Goodbye. See you guys next time. See y'all next time.